So what we're doing here is really simple. I'm going to be doing these squats with my feet kind of pressed up more in front of me towards the end of the pad. My toes actually might be hanging off. And I'm really focusing on my glutes, not so much trying to feel it in my quads because they're going to get hit later on in the workout. I know there are better ways to target glutes. I personally just like this one, so that's how we're going to do it. We're not going to go stupid heavy. We're going to focus on controlling the weight as much as we can and keeping that time under tension, getting a good stretch, and exploding up. Definitely feeling a little tight. My knees feel crunchy. Also, I'm notoriously bad at legs. In high school, my bench was 195. My squat was 225, literally 30 pounds heavier, which is terrible. We all start somewhere, so it's okay. When I was doing this a lot, and I was in really good shape, or at least the best shape I've ever been in. I was weighing about 230 at the time, and I think my max was 275, 280. I think I failed trying to go for 300, but we have a long ways to go before we get back up to numbers like that, even if it's not a whole lot. Just got to focus on staying consistent and training smart, not just trying to come in here and ego lift, actually paying attention to what you're doing, taking notes. It doesn't have to be that complicated, but the way my brain works, if I don't have something I can actually look at as a reference to what I've done and how I'm getting better, then I'm going to end up losing track and losing motivation because I don't have a goal that's set for myself. But yeah. OAs, chicken legs, no cap. After this, we move on to RDLs, which I actually like RDLs. Although when it comes to hamstring exercises, I'm pretty sure there's some study somewhere that says that they take the longest to recover from, which in my opinion just means stupid amounts of growth. You just have to be able to pay that price in recovery, which I'm not a 5-day-a-week gym guy, so I think that's okay, at least in my opinion. A few more seconds and we'll hop back in here. I'm aiming for 8. If I hit 6, I'll be okay with it. But I really want to get good depth on this. I want to touch this to this. I want to feel it. If I can get 6 that deep, then I will be happy with this last set, and we can move on a good note. Yep, there we go. Little myo rep. 7. Come on. Come on. Yeah. I'm happy with that. 4x6 on RDO, so clearly when I wrote this down, I was planning on going heavier, which I'm not against right now. I don't have straps, so I can't go too heavy. My grip strength will start to become a hindrance. But just because it's been a while since I've given my hamstrings a good stretch, we're gonna start out a little bit lighter. As long as they get enough stimulus to grow, that's really all that matters, in my opinion. But with these, it's very simple, the technique here. We're gonna back up, get a slight bend in our knees. We're gonna kind of arch our back a little bit, and instead of rounding at the back, we're gonna push our ass out. And that's how we do this movement. It's about hinging at the hip, causing a stretch in your hamstring, and standing up and pushing your hip forward, using your hamstring as much as you can to move that weight back up. Yeah, that felt good. I definitely prefer these over like your traditional like curls, hamstring curls. I just honestly, I think it's just because I'm fat. I don't like laying down in a public gym with my butt up in the air, knowing dang well my shirt's not going to cover my ass. You know, makes a boy a little uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? For these next sets, those felt good, but I want a little bit more of a stretch. So I'm just going to lay some tens down to elevate my heels a little bit, and that's going to give me like just enough of an extra stretch to really feel it deep in my hamstring. Yeah, I'm still fat, it's fine. Let's get it. That felt good. That felt hard. I like that. So she said, I definitely can like tell how much I'm weaker from all these exercises I'm doing since the last time I was here, or since when I was consistent. It's not just the weight gain. You can tell picking up the 45s to put it on the barbell. It's just a little bit harder, and it's pretty aggravating. You know, you put in so much work, and then you kind of, you lose focus, you lose motivation, you lose discipline, really is what it is, for whatever the reasonings are. And when you decide, I wasn't done with that journey, I need to get back to it, you realize you kind of have to rebuild from the ground up almost. The big plus, if you're someone like me who's been there, done that, and you're trying to get back into it, and you're trying to go farther than you went before, is, you have a lot more knowledge now that you didn't have before, So that time really isn't wasted. You kind of just have to recuperate, get your mindset back, and apply that knowledge that you gained from, those years or those months or however long it was. You can learn a lot about this shit in a couple of months if you look to the right sources. When I was into this heavy, it was, Renaissance periodization. Mr. Mike Israetel over there, Dr. Mike Israetel, I should say, over there, is just a genius when it comes to this stuff. And Jeff Nippard, I really tried to focus on guys who not only had years of experience and, Dr. Mike Israetel is obviously a doctor and this shit. So, but they also show, the studies, the results. They give you the charts that you can look at yourself. And, even if you like something a little bit better than what they're telling you, you can at least take that and apply it to what you like to do to try and maybe at least try and get a bit of extra growth. Can never hurt. Alright, I'm calling that. Yeah, man, if you've never done RDLs, then you're scoffing that 135 pounds isn't a lot of weight. I promise you. Doing with good, strict form. I'm not saying mine is perfect. You're doing with good, strict form with a slow eccentric. And you really try to push yourself on exploding up. You're gonna feel it. I don't care how much weight you use. Bulgarian split squats are easily the least favorite thing that I write into my own program. Mainly because I'm fat and they're hard. So we do them with body weight. In one day, I'll probably not get so good at them that I can do them with body weight pretty much effortlessly. And then we can start worrying about adding weight. Nothing to it but to do it. Yeah, I hate those. Those suck. My word. I don't know if I'm gonna get 3 sets of those today. I'm gonna try. If I have failure, then whatever. Part of you wants to be embarrassed when you hit failure on a bodyweight exercise, but it is what it is, bro. We all start from somewhere. Not to mention, my form on these probably suck, which there's nothing I can do about right now. I just don't really have the balance to do them perfectly. I feel like I do them better with my left leg than I do with my right. With my right leg, they look like shit. With my left leg, I think they maybe look okay. Oh, fuck. Come on. Come on. One more. Right. Gotta check the charts. Yeah, so update. Unfortunately, it's 2 more. But I guess we'll do our best. Oh, yeah. Let's go. probably not going deep enough on those, but it feels good in a bad way. %. Chance I hit failure this next set before I get to 8. But if I don't, it's dope. Because I get to call myself a bitch and try harder next time. I don't want to rush into the set, but I want to get it over with. Come on. Come on. Let's do it. 2 sets of all-out failure. I'm going to start with 130. When I fail, I'm going to drop to 90. I'm going to fail again. That's 1 set. Give my quads a second to relax. The reason we're hitting quad extensions, even though we just hit, I guess I'll call them hack squats. I don't know what the fuck they are. I think it's like a weird hack squat machine, whatever. But after we hit those machine squats, and after we're hit the Bulgarian split squats, we're still gonna hit quad extensions because there's a muscle that runs from your hip joint down to your knee, right in the center of your quad, that does not reach peak contraction in any of the compound lifts, any of the squats, any deadlift, none of it. The only way that you can really contract that muscle fully is with some kind of extension of your leg. So even if you're blowing your quads out on squats, there's going to be some part of your quad that's not really going to get the full growth potential out of that workout. And I'm really at this point just talking because I don't want to do the set yet. I might start at 110 instead of 130. Just because they're already fucked from that set. Last thing, it's just some calf extensions, some calf raises. we're doing them on a leg press instead of a seated calf raise machine, because the muscle that gets targeted in seated calf raises is shown in some sports studies to not really respond well to any kind of rep range, any kind of set number. No intensity level really shows that it gets a good growth rate out of it. Your potential for growth there is pretty low. But there's another muscle that kind of looks like two muscles that run on either side of that are only hit whenever your legs are straight. And they show great growth response to stimulus. Jeff Nippard was talking about this. That's who I got this from. He posted a video like 2 weeks ago where he was talking about it. And so he said that it would be beneficial probably to just do both until there's like fully confirmed information out there about it. But me personally, I don't really like wasting time in the gym. I like to get in and get out as fast as I can. And so if I can just do 2 sets of this, and really burn myself out doing it in the way that I know is going to give me the best results with straight legs instead of bent knee, and I'm just going to go ahead and do that. Take a good little break and then do 1 more set. Just fucking burn her out, bro. And then that's it. We'll get the hell out of here, go home, make some chicken and some rice, maybe some watermelon salsa. Oh, that just sounds so good right now. And grub and shower and chill, bro. That's it. So, I don't know if you noticed, but I'm hanging my feet off. And that's for a very specific reason. I want my toes to get pushed back towards me. I want to stretch my calf out in the bottom of the movement. You know, we've seen studies that show that the stretch and the eccentric and really even the isometric part of the movement all have just as much to do, if not more to do, with growth than actually pushing the weight or pulling the weight, you know. So, you know, mainly just focusing on controlling your eccentric and getting a good stretch at the bottom of the movement, moving nice and slow and exploding up. That's just a recipe for good growth as far as the science we have now says. Oh, I think I got 1 more. I'm about to get a cramp. Okay. Oh, shit.